Sarah Huckabee Sanders making history today in more ways than one. Here to talk about that and his thoughts on today's festivities is Capitol View host Roby Brock. Thanks for joining us today.
Good to be with you, Katrin.
So we were both there watching the inauguration while it was happening during a live stream. We talk about the significance of the event today. But for those who maybe aren't aware of just how much history has been made today, why is this so important?
It's a lot of history, actually. I mean, you've got the first female governor of the state of Arkansas, which we've touched on. You've also got the first child of a former governor, which is a first for Arkansas. She's a mom. We haven't ever had a mom in there, but I mean, obviously, because we've never had a female governor before. She is the youngest governor in the United States at age 40. And then I just see some historical comparisons there with her. And for instance, Bill Clinton, when he was young, he was 33 when he was elected governor. He was an aspiring politician. There was a lot of hope and potential for where he may go, and he obviously wound up in the White House. Yeah. I think we will talk about Sarah Huckabee Sanders on a national ticket someday.
Oh, absolutely. She's already been on the national scale, and so she already kind of has that attention from people outside of Arkansas as well as us in here as well.
Absolutely. So, yeah, her time in the White House has certainly propelled her to a certain degree of rock stardom among politicos. So she's a well-known commodity, and I think when you see the 2024 election cycle start rolling around, her name will be mentioned on some potential vice presidential list. It will still be early in her administration, but I have told several people before, Sarah Palin, when she was selected as John McCain's running mate back in 2008, she was in her first term and only 2 years on the job as well. So who knows where it may take her. But she said today she's here for 8 years. I don't know if that was a Freudian slip or not. She's only been elected to a 4-year term, but she clearly wants to serve 2 terms.
Yes, so we'll just have to wait and see, obviously, what her plans are. And I want to mention Andrew in his coverage today of the inauguration of her 2 addresses that she made. First, the oath of office that was said to lawmakers, and then the more public address that was made on the Capitol steps. She did mention that she would be signing executive orders on her first day on the job to tackle a couple of different things. So I know that you've taken a look at these.
Yeah, she followed up on that pledge there. So she signed 7 of them today. We won't run through all of them, but one bans critical race theory from being taught in public schools, and that would include campuses of higher education as well. There was another one to do a hiring freeze across state government. There's another one to ban TikTok from state government devices, which Asa Hutchinson had already done as governor. She's going to review all of the potential executive orders that are out there. And then another one that I think is just kind of interesting is she wants to stop any use of the word Latinx in any state government kind of usage there. She wants Latinos or Latina, and Latinx is considered just not a popular term with Latino voters. So, so anyhow, so she did a lot in that first day just through executive order. So we'll see how that goes. I think some of them are 30 days, 60 days, 90 days before we'll get back some of the results of what she asked some of her cabinet secretaries to do.
This is a very, using a word that you've previously used to describe her, a bold approach maybe on her first day to make these executive orders during her inaugural address. I know you've said that bold and conservative are kind of the 2 terms that we're tracking her with.
She's used that term, that phrase a lot, and you're going to get bold and conservative leadership out of her. Conservative is pretty easy to look at when you look at some of the proposals that she's put out there. They are certainly Republican strong. There are things that conservatives have wanted in this state for a long time. Tough on crime. Also, the whole education agenda that she has is very much, I think, leans to the right. She'll do some things that'll cross bipartisan lines. Teacher pay, I think, will find support across the aisle, and I think that investments in pre-kindergarten and reading literacy will be another place. And then on the bold front, just kind of to flesh that out a little bit, I think I told you earlier, bold to me could be doing something that's risky. I don't think that she'll have a lot of risk to take with the 80% of the legislature being Republican, but I think she'll do some things forcefully, which is another definition for the word bold. So I think you will see her, like she did today, some things boldly.
So we're excited to see her tenure and what she does with the state of Arkansas.
We will have 4 years to watch it unfold for sure.
Absolutely. Roby, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it.
My pleasure, Katrin.